Well, this is the amazing thing about Yosemite, is this was all once miles underground about 65 million years ago. This was a huge magma pocket that cooled very slowly, and then what with the uplift, and so this was feeding volcanoes very much like the Cascades 65 million years ago. And after the uplift and all the erosion and the glaciation, this is the sort of thing you have left. So this is Yosemite, pretty much as idyllic as it gets. But yeah, of course, there are lots of people around. But I mean, there are just loads of these sorts of spires around Yosemite. Maybe 500 feet or something like that. Okay, the coastal redwoods are the world's tallest trees, and these are the biggest. These are the giant redwoods, and they grow in the Sierra Nevada, which is inland in the forest, very much like this, much drier. It's not the sort of rainforesty type thing of the coastal redwoods, but these guys are much stauncher than the coastal redwoods. The coastal redwoods are somewhat thinner but taller. Okay, I'm still in Yosemite, where they have some of the giant redwoods. Now most of them are in the Sequoia National Park just south of here, but I'm leaving through the north of Yosemite, so I'm not going out that way. So these are probably the only giant redwoods I'll see. It's also interesting that in Yosemite it's maybe 2/3 to 3/4 of the people are European. It's just an amazing population inversion when you get into the national parks. Oh, the ultimate pisser. Near perfect flying conditions, not a breath of wind. Fantastic view. It was even more fantastic earlier. And yeah, got all the plane all assembled, ready to go. Did the plugs in test over by the car, everything worked fine. Plug in the video down here, I get nothing. Absolutely nothing, completely dead. Transmitter doesn't even get warm. Which really sucks. I mean, this is a bit high for me to fly, but worth it, you know. Flying hazards, tall trees. Let's just get that off. So, I've got a good time. Oh, look at that! It's got fantastic colours. Got a great time lapse of this. It's just, it's amazing how, you know, all I had to do was plug it in, throw it into the air, and no video. Which really sucks. I suspect the fresh battery might have overpowered the voltage regulator. Which might mean the voltage regulator's fried, it might mean the transmitter's fried. And if tomorrow's anything to go by, so if tomorrow can be based on last night the wind got up during the evening, so, you know, towards dawn was windy. But, you know, I'm at the other end of the valley, it might be different here. So assuming I actually mend the plane overnight. Still, I think I'm going to watch the rest of the sunset just because it's so beautiful. Okay, this is where I slept. Of course, that sunrise coming up over there. Over there is where I'm parked. That's the little New Yorker. And originally I came out here as a sort of substitute for going up on Cloud's Rest, which was up there. And the sort of idea there was, as the moon goes over, you can get the changing moonlight shadows on Yosemite. And that worked out okay. However, there was a stroke of luck, which was unexpected and sort of makes up for the bad luck with the plane spontaneously dying yesterday, is Jupiter was up here and the moon here, and what you saw is, as the night goes on, the moon actually undertakes Jupiter, which was unexpected but fantastic. You see, if the moon goes around the Earth once every 28 days, so if you ignore the spinning of the Earth, what you would actually see is the moon would move once around the Earth like this every, where do we start about there? Once every 28 days. So it moves 28 days, it moves 360 degrees in 28 days. That's about, like 12 degrees a day or something. Anyway, so 12 degrees a day. I had the time lapse going for maybe, let's call it 8 hours, third of a day. So the moon can move maybe 4 degrees. 4 degrees is about the length of your knuckles at arm's length. So what you actually see, and Jupiter of course is essentially static, so what you actually see over the course of the night is the moon moves, it's probably only 3 degrees. The moon, by the way, is about half a degree in diameter. So that was really unexpected, but I think it looks rather cool because I've never seen that sort of thing before. I mean, a lot of it is you need a really bright star near the moon such that you can see the movement. And of course the only real time you can do it is near the full moon, because that's the only, when you have the full moon, the moon rises at sunset and you get a full night of the moon. And we were about 3/4 full last night, something like that. So yeah, stroke of luck really. Anyway, now the light is starting to leach in everywhere and touching all the little valleys. It's really quite a topologically interesting place. Even the boulders can have long shadows. That's me. Tall and skinny me. Oh. In many ways I'm somewhat grateful for not having to traipse all this shit up to Cloud's Rest, and then of course if you actually forget anything it's a long way back down. So yeah, that's all stuff that I basically bought out just for the night. So well, it's not as cold as Croydon Lake, but I've been in for longer. That's quite nippy. But yeah, it's great diffraction patterns. It's the last light before leaving Yosemite. I forget what it's called. Oh, right. Oh, that's enough. So I am now Mountain Lake clean again. Everywhere you get the sand is very glinty. It's also very pretty. So if I take a handful of sand, it's got this pretty mottled effect to it. Oh, it's nice and dry and warm to get out. Ever so dry here, so igneous intrusion.